I'm going to make a new deadline of about 10 or 12 days from today.
Trump warns Russia, end the war in 10 days or face sanctions. U.S. President Donald Trump's latest remarks indicate a sharp escalation in his impatience with the Kremlin. While speaking from his golf resort in Turnberry, Scotland, alongside British Prime Minister Keir Starmer, Trump significantly shortened his 50-day deadline for Moscow to finalize a peace deal with Ukraine. He now demands action within a mere 10 to 12 days, or else tough new economic sanctions will follow.
There's no reason in waiting. It's 50 days. I want to be generous, but we just don't see any progress being made.
Despite this, it's puzzling why Trump has opted to wait an additional 10 to 12 days before implementing potential high tariffs on Russia and imposing harsh secondary sanctions on countries engaging in Russian oil transactions. This delay suggests a perplexing inconsistency in his approach. For months, Trump's rhetoric on the Ukraine war has oscillated between blaming both Kyiv and Moscow. However, he now appears to adopt a more unified and critical stance against the Kremlin and the actions of its leader, Vladimir Putin.
We thought we had that settled numerous times, and then President Putin goes out and starts launching rockets into some city like Kiev and kills a lot of people in a nursing home or whatever. Yep.
Trump has renewed threats of tariffs and sanctions, questioning the Kremlin's rationale.
They spend everything on war and killing people, and it doesn't make sense to me. I thought he would want to end this thing quickly. I really felt it was going to end, but every time I think it's going to end, he kills people.
However, the Kremlin's stubborn refusal to compromise, driven by its maximalist objectives, shows that such threats may fall flat. Moscow remains resolute in continuing the war until achieving its aims, including control over significant territories and imposing strict military limitations on a future Ukraine. Given its position as one of the most sanctioned countries, it's highly unlikely that any new sanctions will sway the Kremlin, which views them as largely ineffective. Trump's proposed 100% tariffs on Russian exports are virtually inconsequential, considering Russia's minimal trade volume with the U.S. More significant are Trump's threats to impose heavy tariffs or secondary sanctions on nations that purchase Russian oil. However, the primary importers, India, China, and Turkey, are unlikely to comply. The prospect of a global trade war over Ukraine remains doubtful, as losing Russian oil supplies would inflict severe shocks on the market, driving crude prices up and escalating global inflation, including at U.S. gas pumps. Even before Trump's latest comments, Kremlin insiders have been dismissing his ultimatums. Russia's foreign minister, Sergei Lavrov, scoffed, 50 days? It used to be 24 hours. It used to be 100 days. We've been through all of this. The latest 10 to 12-day ultimatum has